So once you've asked yourself on how you want to learn or change your pronunciation or improve your pronunciation, it's time to write all these questions down and give yourself some answers. How to practice your British pronunciation is step by step. And if you can follow these steps, you've been struggling with the pronunciation for a very long time, this video might help. And of course, I hope this video will help you to give you a little bit of motivation and tips and strategies on how to learn pronunciation. So now, first step is you have to listen. Listen, really, you need to listen. Listening practice, of course. And the first step, as I mentioned earlier, the more you listen, just hearing English, really listening it to how it sounds, people, native speakers, whatever, you need to pay attention to a rhythm, tone, stress, and the emotions at the same time. When a native English speaker speaks, or even watch movies, interviews, podcasts, instead of focusing only on words, you need to focus on sounds at the same time. So listen, repeat, and shadow native speakers or imitate them. Compare your pronunciation with their pronunciation, and of course, you'll be able to identify if there is any mistakes you want to be working. You have to shadow, imitate, as I mentioned earlier, repeat. The more you shadow native speakers, a shadowing practice is of course like you play a clip, for example, from a movie, podcast, or whatever. It's that, and then you have to listen back to that clip and try to record yourself after you hear that clip, and then try to identify if there is any pronunciation mistakes you want to be working on immediately, like a native English speaker with an echo, for example. And I would say how to do it is just simple. Record yourself on your phone, choose a video, a clip, whatever, and then listen back to it. That will help you to learn faster and to improve your pronunciation and to practice it at the same time. The more you play in the real time, the more it's going to help you to become like a confident English speaker. And as I mentioned earlier, you need to just see match your intonation and speed and emotions, and of course, don't worry about being perfect. First, you need to train your mouth, move together. This is how actors, those coaches, or even interpreters train their pronunciation at the same time. The third step is that you need to focus on problem sounds. Every learner has a problem sounds in your mouth. Maybe you have the TH sounds, or even the L sounds, or even the dark L. Don't try to fix everything at once, okay? You need to pick one or two sounds that you need to work on. For example, if you struggle with the TH sound, like think, that, practice in front of mirror. Watch your tongue moving. Should come slightly between your teeth. Then move forwards, and of course, two phrases or even two sentences, and practice them. This consistently, here's everything that it will help you to move forward to improve your pronunciation even better. And record yourself at the same time. Compare it as you hear it. And this is a powerful. Most people think they sound a certain way, but when they record themselves, they are shocked. Record your voice while you are mimicking a video. That's fine. Then play it back and compare it as well, as I mentioned earlier. And these are the fundamental steps that you'll be able to improve even quicker. Feedback and keep going. If you feedback yourself after you record yourself, it could be a teacher for you, for example, that you could see yourself as a teacher, because you will identify your mistakes, you will improve your mistakes, and even intonation, rhythms, and a lot of things that you need to be working on. If you can use apps like Elsa, English at the same time, that will help you to improve your pronunciation. Remember, something like pronunciation, you can't fix it overnight. 10 minutes, 15 minutes every single day, that will help you to focus even better. Turn it all up. You know your why and listen deeply, and of course shadow on native speakers, imitate them all the time, and focus on your weak sounds. Record yourself and even get feedback consistently. If you can follow all these steps, you won't just improve your pronunciation, you will change the way you speak, the way you sound, and of course the way you feel at the same time, and your confidence. Okay, so the way people respond and really speak, because pronunciation is not all about perfection, it's about connection. Okay, so there you have it. And let me know in the comments, what is your biggest challenges when it comes to in practicing pronunciation? It could be any type of pronunciation, it could be British pronunciation or American pronunciation. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.